have a very nice product. This is called cake gel. Cake gel is a cake additive. It's generally used in baking to improve the quality of your cakes. So first of all, it's 40% fat. It's 40% fat. So the ingredients here are safe and they are also vegetarian. So it's something that which will not have any effect on your health.
What is a cake gel really?
Okay, a cake gel, people describe it differently, but I would like to explain it on a layman's language. For those who wish to understand it better, not using the professional language. Like, take for example, if I get a bowl and pour some oil on the bowl and put some water to mix with the oil, will it mix?
No.
It will separate. So with that separation, if I get a spoon and scoop a bit of this cake gel, put into the mixture of cooking oil and the water, and then I whisk it together, it will stick as one thing. There will be no more separation. So it will bind between the water and the oil. It makes them one thing. So that is what we call emulsification. It is an emulsifier in a cake. It is used to bind between oil-based ingredients and the water-based ingredients. So it gives out that binding power. Like, for example, if you are doing your cake from scratch and then you have done your creaming with the machine and you are coming to add the eggs or the milk, it tends to curdle. You find that the cake is like maziwa imekatika.
Yeah.
So now if you are creaming, add the cake gel, you will not see that curdling in your cake, because this one will have already taken care of that effect. So that is its work. Then the other thing, it actually makes cakes rise evenly. So you find that the texture at the bottom and the texture at the top are the same, especially with the sponges. So it is something, it's a very important ingredient in your cakes. And to surprise you, it is used on a very small content, very small amount.
As I can see, Chef, we have whites. It's a bit, there's separation in the cake gel, right?
Okay, this doesn't give it a difference, since once it's being packed, it's in liquid form. And for that matter, it has some sort of foam on top. This is the foam that which forms on the top, and then the content is on the bottom. You only need to stir it a bit, and then you need. But this doesn't mean that it is separated. Yeah, it's not an issue. It's not a big deal. So it's nothing actually. You only need to stir it up, and then you scoop whatever you need. Okay. Yeah.
So what's the shelf life of a cake gel?
Cake gel has a shelf life of 1 year. I think it's written here. It has a shelf life of 1 year. Where is that? Yes, 12 months from the date of manufacturing. So you only need to keep it closed tightly, and if you have a fridge, keep it in the fridge. It can also stay on the shelf so long as your house is cool. It's a cool and dry place. It doesn't have issues. So the amount you use in your cake is actually what matters a lot. So depending on your production, this cake gel is used in very tiny amounts. Like you're supposed to use 3% of the total drop weight of your cake. Drop weight is the total ingredients, all of them. You add up the total ingredients, then the quantity you get at the bottom, you do 3%, 3 over 100 times the total weight. Then what you get is what you measure, this one. Like for example, if you add up your ingredients and come to find that it's 1,000 total ingredients, flour, sugar, margarine, the eggs and everything. Now if you get to the bottom, that is the total weight of the ingredients, If it's 1000, then it is 3 over 100 times 1000, whereby you'll get 30 grams. So you see the amount. It's very little, but it has a very great effect on your cake.
Yes.
Yes, for those who have gone further in using this, especially the commercial producers of cakes, you'll find that even the quantity of eggs are reduced to substitute the eggs with the gel. So it makes the cake, what do you call it, more stable, just like the way you use the eggs. But this is not an egg substitute. People should not mistake that with the egg substitution.
Okay.
Yeah.
You said one of the advantage of using a cake gel is for the even baking.
Yeah.
Is there any other advantage?
Okay, there are a lot of them. You achieve sponginess of the cake when you use, like the way you use improvers on breads to improve the texture of the bread and the lightness. The same case applies to this when it comes to cakes or cookies. They make them light. They make them have even texture inside. They make them sort of a bit fluffy. They also make the cakes retain a bit of moisture in them. So even the cake from falling apart, this one makes the cake become binded very well. Yeah, so it is something really very important. If you introduce it to your cakes, it's one of the best ingredients that which you need to add up to your ingredients for cake baking. Yeah.
Another question, what are the components in a cake gel?
Okay, cake gel is done from what we call the emulsifiers, like glycerol monostearate. Then people know glycerin. Glycerin, there is a food grade glycerin, which is also vegetarian. So it is what is used in this. Then the fat content and the preservative potassium sorbate.
Can a vegan use cake gel?
Yes, very well, very well. This is 100% vegetarian. Like I told you, from the word go, you have the green mark, which indicates that that thing is vegetarian. So this green mark means a lot whenever you are buying something. Yeah, so if you find it, or the dot, or the leaf, it means that that thing is vegetarian, can be used by a vegetarian person. Yeah.
Okay, so Chef Benson, you say the cake gel is an emulsifier. We also stock Overlate at Topsa, which is also an emulsifier.
Okay.
What's the difference between the cake gel and the Overlate that we stock? Is there any difference between the two?
Okay, I think the emulsifiers are like flour in the market. If you want to do chapati, you have choices of flour, so you are spoiled for choices. So Overlate is also an emulsifier, but what I can give as a difference between the two is that actually it's not only the brands in the market, there are other brands, but depending on the baker, some emulsifiers have an aftertaste, others have that coalescing agent. So coalescing comes from the solid fats. So you find that it has some sort of, it coalesces. Others you feel an aftertaste after you take your cake. And apart from that, ours have the emulsification. They also do moisturization. They also help in raising, leavening of your cake. So it's more advantageous over others because it actually does multitasking within one ingredient. So Overlate and these are like just the choices of flours in the market. You can use according to your choice. They are all emulsifiers. Ours is only that it's more advantaged because of the moisturization, the leavening, and there's no aftertaste with it. And then justify that. If they smell, you can say.
Yeah, there's no.
Yes, that's how it is. So smell may affect the flavor of your cake.
Yes.
Color may also affect the appearance of your cake. That is why we have given it in such an appearance. So it will never affect the appearance or taste of your cake. Even the aftertaste is not there. But it will give you the best texture of a cake. That is what I know, especially if you use it in sponges and the block cakes. And those who have recipes, they are doing recipes with their cooking oil. Let them try this and see the kind of cakes they will get. They are the best. Yes, and tell your clients to give the feedback, whether negative or positive. It is there to give us the improvement since we are doing the production locally.
Yes.
Yeah.
And